want to welcome all of y'all back to the Lottie June show. It's a time segment in our show where we're going to read a letter from one of my fans. And tonight I want to read this from Mary Lou Strickland in Wheeling, West Virginia. She writes, "Dear Lottie, I've followed your career and your daughters growing up over the years since you got in the business in 1964. And says, I'm having family trouble right now. I got 2 of my nephews and a niece living with me, taking advantage of me. And I want to know what to do because I know over the years your daughter's taken advantage of you and you've talked about it candidly. And she's right, and I want to tell her tonight, just because you got blood running through your veins, family is accident at birth, hon. You don't have to take care of them kids. And who do they belong to? Your brother, your sister? Y'all all know my niece Jolene belongs to my sister Lucille. Has taken advantage of me over the years. I've talked about Jolene before in another episode. I had to go to Huntsville, Alabama and get her. She'd passed out, was roofied one night in a gay bar. And, of course, in the world, I don't know how a woman got roofied in a gay bar. That's a greedy bitch. Takes a drink from a man that was supposed to get roofied, I reckon. And, anyway, I said all that to say this and that. Jolene has taken advantage of me over the years, and I've been stupid enough to let her. And one time she called me. She's living out yonder in Hermitage, Tennessee, with a man shacked up in a condo. And she called me. She said, Aunt Lottie June, I'm going to have a yard sale to get rid of some stuff and let Randy move in. And I said, well, I don't know nothing about a yard sale. She said, I was hoping you'd come help me. I said, let me ask you something, Jolene. How many celebrities do you know that have a yard sale besides Winona Judd? And she said, well, not many. I said, like I said, I've never had one, don't know nothing about it. And she said, well, I need some help. Mama can't help me. She's down in her back. And I know my sister Lucille just about better than anybody, and I know she wasn't down in her back. I know she's at the casino in Metropolis, Illinois, because she borrowed $5 from me for the bus. But anyway, I said all that to say this. I rode out there to Jolene's house and got there, and she said, and on top of that, I had on a brand new pair of culottes or pedal pushers, whatever you want to call them. They was pink, and they was the prettiest things, come to about right here. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? She said, Aunt Lottie June, I'd really love it if you'd go out yonder to the front yard. And I got some banquet tables set up out there. I'd love it if you'd go out there and tell me if I need to move anything and what's already out there, put it in place. Well, I didn't see nothing wrong with that. I was planning on working the money that day, wearing that cute little apron with the money in the money pouch. But she sent me out there, and I went out there looking around, and all I seen was 2 empty tables, and one over here had a bunch of Bibles on it. Well, I thought, how strange is that, and where'd she get all them Bibles? Knowing Jolene, she probably robbed the Baptist bookstore. I don't know. And I went over there, and there was a 3-foot stack of Bibles on top of that table with a free Bible sign on it on one half. And on the other side of the table was the biggest, purplest dildo I ever seen. Honey, that thing had to have been that long. And it had a $5 price tag on it. Well, I don't have to tell you, I slung my purse on the ground and screamed out, Jolene. She come a-running, asked me what was wrong. I said, Jolene, you know better. You cannot sell that apparatus on the same table as the word of the Lord being given out. She didn't see nothing wrong with it. She said, Aunt Lottie June, I'm trying to save souls today by giving them Bibles out. I said, let me tell you something, Jolene. You take that thing right yonder, and you go back in there and you put it in a garbage can. You put it in a nightstand. I don't care where you put it. Your granddaddy, Rufus Oswald Ledbetter, would be rolling over in his grave if he knew that you put that big old dildo on the same table as the word of the Lord. And I said, on top of that, you don't sell something that's been in and out of use so many times it's rubbed the 9-volt battery sign off of it. Well, she took it in the house, and I reckon she put it back in the nightstand for a later date. And on top of that, she didn't make but $12 at that yard sale, and not one of them Bibles left that table. But I did what I could. I've been a good aunt to that girl. Well, I called Lucille and I said, let me tell you something. I don't appreciate you lying to your daughter about being down in your back. I know for a fact you borrowed $5 from me to go to the casino, and here I got stuck out there at a yard sale. And on top of that, they borrowed $20 from me to go get Kentucky Fried Chicken. I had to feed Jolene, Randy's 3 kids, his sister, her 2 kids. I think I went away from there with a leg and maybe a potato wedge. That was all I got that day. I was starving by the time I got home. But either way, Mary Lou, what I was going to basically tell you was, you tell your niece to get out of your house and go on and find her own damn life and leave you alone. And I think, is that all the time we got for this segment? Listen, we're going to have to go to a break again. When we come back, we're going to have that musical number tonight. And I'll see you in just a minute.